today we're going to be performing our flexibility assessments, and we're going to start with upper body flexibility. So the assessment that we're going to do to assess your upper body flexibility is going to be the back scratch test. And like I said, this test is for upper body, but more specifically your shoulder joint flexibility. And it's important to know this because it will kind of give us an estimate of how well you are able to perform your activities of daily living. So that could include brushing your hair, getting dressed in the morning, or buckling your seatbelt when you get in the car, just activities like that that you would do every day. So we are going to go ahead with this test. It's really simple. And so for this assessment, you're going to be taking one hand. You want to reach up and over your shoulder, down your back, and then on the other hand, you're going to be reaching around and up the middle of your back. Okay? The top hand, you want palm down with fingers extended, and the bottom hand, you want palm facing up with fingers extended. Okay? And so the goal of this test is just trying to reach and touch those middle fingers in the back. Any part, like if your fingers weren't to get reached all the way together, that would be a negative score. If they're touching, that's a 0. And if they go past each other and overlap, then that would be a positive score. Okay. So it's really important to make sure that you are not overextending, so trying to arch your back to try to get your fingers to overlap. So we want to keep a straight body line, and also make sure that you are keeping your head in a neutral position. So you don't want your head to be looking down, or you don't want your head to be too far backwards. Also make sure that you're paying attention to your breathing. So as you're doing this test, I want you to take a big deep breath in as you're going to stretch. Then as you're actually going into the stretch, I want you to slowly exhale and release that breath, okay? Make sure once you get in this stretch that you are holding it for at least approximately 2 seconds. That way I have time to measure and you're actually holding it and getting a good stretch. Okay. So that way I get an accurate measurement. So we're gonna go ahead and do a good warm up. That way your shoulders are getting stretched out before we start. So I want you to just begin by placing one arm out in front of you, grabbing your elbow and pulling it across. And we're just gonna hold for about 10 seconds just because we wanna make sure you're getting warmed up before we go into this test. All right, that's good. So switch and pull across. Very nice. Hold it. Getting prepared. All right, you can relax. Now we're gonna do one more stretch. So I want you to start with one arm up over your head, lower it and pat yourself on the back. Now grab that elbow and pull it and stretch. So you want to pull until you feel it stretching, but you don't want it to be hurting, okay? All right, you can relax and switch arms. Pat on the back and pull your elbow and hold it. Very nice. Now relax. You can check it out if you need to. Good job. So we are going to do 2 practice trials to help complete your warm-up, and then we'll go follow that with 2 test trials, and we're going to alternate sides. So we'll do 1 test, come down, switch to the other side, and we'll do that again because we have 2 tests, and then we'll follow through with the actual measurements. Okay, so if you will step forward for me, I'm going to use a ruler to measure fingers. You want to turn around this way for me? And go ahead, whichever arm you want to do, because we're doing both sides. And practice, yes, just trying to get those middle fingers aligned. Very good. All right, you can relax. And over to the other side. And going as close. Yes, I see this side is a little bit more of a struggle, but that's okay. Good job. Now let's alternate back. Very nice. Get those middle fingers aligned. And other side. As far as you can go. Good job. All right, you can relax. Okay, do you have any questions for me before we get started? Okay, those looked really good. So this time I'm going to actually go through and measure. So whenever you are ready, I want you to take a deep breath in and slowly exhale and get into that stretch. Middle fingers together. And I have you at positive 1.5. So let me write that down and record your score. There we go. Positive 1.5 inches. All right, and other side, take a deep breath in, slowly exhale, just getting as close as you can with those middle fingers in line. And I have you at about a negative 2.5 on that one. All right, that is going to be all for our back scratch test. Thank you so much for helping me today.